2004, and 22-year-old Roger Federer celebrates winning his first Australian Open and taking over the top spot on the ATP rankings.
What do you want more? Becoming #1 in the world and winning the title? I don't know. I didn't believe in it when I came here. I hope just to play a good tournament, to have a good start to the season. And after 2 weeks, being the champion is just crazy.
But 2 weeks before Federer took over the #1 spot, a relatively unknown 17-year-old from Mallorca in Spain was competing in his first ATP final. The location was Auckland, New Zealand, where Dominic Iabati, an 8-year veteran of the circuit, was discovering the raw power of a brash young left-hander. That youngster, of course, was Rafael Nadal. Nadal was unable to win his first final, but the appreciative onlookers realised they were watching a champion in the making and accorded both players a standing ovation at the end of the match. Meanwhile, the newly crowned #1 was riding the crest of a wave. Titles at Dubai and Indian Wells followed quickly before a minor setback at the ATP Masters in Miami. Federer faced Rafael Nadal in the third round. It was the first time the two had met on court, and the odds were very much in Federer's favour. After all, he was #1 in the world, and Nadal, although showing loads of promise, was yet to win a title. But the Spanish teenager was far from overawed, and with a brilliant variety of shot-making, the big swinging left-hander from Mallorca progressed to the last 16. Five months later, Nadal reached his second ATP final, this time in Sopot, Poland. His opponent was Jose Acasuso from Argentina, whose then ranking of 105 was 34 places behind the Spaniard. Nadal was in fine touch and swept through the match to win his first ATP title in straight sets. The victory took Rafael back into the top 50, 48 places behind Roger Federer. By now, however, the Federer machine was in full flight. The tennis world continued to be amazed by the elegance of his exploits. With the precision of a Swiss clock, he set new records and new standards and evoked endless argument as to whether or not he was the best ever. Federer titles became commonplace. A Federer loss made headlines. After winning his first title in 2004, Nadal also made steady progress up the rankings ladder. At the beginning of 2005, the Spaniard was ranked number 50 in the world. By July of that year, he was number 2, a position he's held ever since. Gradually, he bridged the gap to the top spot until the latest ATP Masters Series event in Cincinnati offered the real possibility of something that seemed unthinkable 12 months ago. Roger Federer could surrender his position as #1 in the world. Crowds packed the Lindner Family Tennis Center for the 2008 Western and Southern Financial Group Masters, and the drama was not long in unfolding. Federer faced the giant Croatian Ivo Kolovic in the third round. At 6 foot 10 inches or 208 centimeters, Ivo is one of the tallest men in the game and has a serve to match. And Karlovic, who's hit more aces and won more service games than any other player on the ATP circuit this year, used his strength to good measure. He slammed down 22 aces and many more service winners as he took the first set in a tiebreak. The second went to the top seed, but the third was decided with another tiebreak. As well as his service record, Ivo has also played more tiebreaks than anyone else this season. And when Federer was unable to control a powerful serve at match point, Ivo Kolovic had completed a major upset. The winner's elation was matched by the defending champion's disappointment.
No, I mean, it's disappointing losing without getting broken, but it's not the first player it happens to, especially against a guy like Ivo. I mean, he serves really well, so it was always going to be a hard match.
All that remained for Rafael Nadal to realise a long-held dream was for him to win his quarterfinal in Cincinnati. A victory here against Ecuador's Nicolas Lapenti would ensure that, within a couple of short weeks, Nadal would take over the coveted top spot in the South African Airways rankings. It was an opportunity that the young Spaniard was not about to squander, and the result was soon beyond doubt. Lopenti couldn't get near the class of Nadal, who had the power and the variation of shots to leave the Ecuadorian with little more consolation than that of knowing that he was beaten by a true champion. The win meant that it was now only a matter of time before Rafael Nadal was ranked as the #1 player in ATP tennis.
Being #1 always is a goal. I fight a lot for the last few years, doing very good results, and right now, finally, I am #1.